Okay, hello everyone, how are you today? It's Kay. So this is the 6th of September on Monday. And so let's screen charts and see what's happening in the markets right now. So let me get ready quickly and start to screen charts first on the Forex pairs and see what's going on. Okay, and since today's a Labor Day in the US, I expect market is a bit quiet, but we might see some trending pairs or some retracements or some time cycles. So let's review some charts and share my thoughts and ideas about the markets today. So, okay, all right, so let me squeeze my face and start the session. So before starting here, just a quick disclaimer. This information on this live stream today is basically based on my own understanding experience. So when you take trades, please do with your risk management. And also, if you can follow the rules and the guidelines on this live stream, that would be great. So yeah, let me say hi to everyone quickly and start screening the charts afterwards. So Kale and Bill, Emeka, thank you for joining. Kishore and Virgilo and Sorosh, Batshit and Thana, thank you for joining as well. And Asif, H. Bashard, Faiz and Jorg, Kwang Lee and Adara and Ben, Zach, Roge and Wong Alan, Robert and Susan and Akbar, thank you for joining everyone. Great to see you. So let me switch to the charts and see what's happening. So here is the euro dollar, and in terms of euro dollar, this is in the Kumo now in the daily chart, and weekly is ranging right now, and weekly is also in the Kumo and daily also in the Kumo here. So this is a bit range, so there's no trend. But one thing is that this is the market broke this descending trend line upwards here. It broke upwards here, and afterwards looks like it's been retracing backwards for today or since last Friday. So it may reach back to the lower level of the Kumo. So in the short term, this is bearish to me, and the market has been resisted at the previous resistance level, previously at 1.1907. So this is still range, but it's a bit bearish today. But this bearish market is not really strong. So even if you sell, we might not going to be able to run some profits. So I guess I will just wait until tomorrow or sometime later towards this week, and until I see more stable trending directions. And also in this case, this is called Y wave in Ichimoku because it's expanding towards downside. So this is called Y wave expanding, and the market looks to be bearish in this direction. Hold on, let me see. Let me get the pen. And so this was reversing the wave before all the way until this date, and exactly from this date the market was uptrending, and this was in I wave, and now there is a retracement, and this is called the Y wave structure. So when you see Y wave, it becomes a bit tricky to trade on the daily chart, and also the price is now in the Kumo, so this is a bit tricky too. So yeah, euro dollar, I think this is not a good market to look at as for today. And let me pick up some major ones. So let me quickly look at the euro pound. Euro pound daily chart is also flat Kumo, flat Kijun Sen. So it's range. If you see price action itself also, it's been ranging. So there's no direction and no trend and no trace. Yeah, so I always look for which one is trending, which one is ranging. And if I see range market like this, simply I stay away. I backtest or I read books, and I do other things when I see the market like this. I screen charts today in the morning and also afternoon, but there was no trends, so basically I'm kind of staying away. And most likely I won't watch chart actively after this live session ends today, because it's been quite ranging right now. So, and here is Euro JPY. Euro JPY is the same thing. It's flat too, and the market was resisted at the previous resistance level, and this level 130.55 was also the previous supports and the previous resistances. So this is the key level, and the market might turn bearish and it might reverse back to the Kijun-sen. But in the lower time frames, we don't still see downtrend. So I would say that this is pure range now. So yeah, this one is also a bit difficult to trade right now. The price is in the Kumo too. So better to stay away until the market breaks outside of the Kumo, like in this direction. All right, thank you for joining, everyone. Great to see you once again. All right, Nami and Roberto and Gabby, Stefan and Jamie. Thank you for joining. David Young, Orvin, Carbon, and Celine and Learning Stuffs. Thank you for joining. Thank you for the comments. Great to see you. So yeah, so let's look at some other pairs. How about USD-JPY? USD-JPY is still ranging within the P wave and Kumo flat, Kijun-sen flat on the daily chart, and there's no direction. So we simply stay away in this kind of market. How about pound dollar? Pound dollar is also range. This is range, and the price is also in the Kumo now, and this is a very tricky market. Chikou span is also very close with the previous candle, and Kijun-sen flat. Kumo is too small. Kumo twisted bullish, but this is too small. So I think this is also the market to avoid. But one thing in this pound dollar is about time cycle. If you see time cycles here in the lows and highs, this is in the in time cycles of 28 bars between the highs. So the next henkabi, potential henkabi, could be the 7th of September. So, and we are towards the 7th of September, that will be tomorrow. And when the market reaches tomorrow, then it might be traced backwards. But even so, still range, and there's no trend. So the retracement might be a bit shallow, or it might be range, or retraces gradually like this. And in the daily chart, even you see that gradual downtrend, that will be like pretty much flat ranging. You don't see strong downtrend in that case. So this is about time cycle, but since there's no trend in the market, I think I will keep monitoring sometime until maybe this Wednesday or Thursday, until we see the market trends. So yeah, so I think that's also something that we have to wait for the next trend on pound dollar. And let's look at the pound JPY. Pound JPY is also in the Kumo now in the daily chart. There's not much of movement today, so I think this is where we have to be patient to look for another opportunities. And let's see. We saw some nice trends last week on AUD pairs. So let's look at the AUDs. So what about AUD USD? AUD USD in the daily chart is now in the Kumo. It retraced all the way back and broke the previous resistance at 0.7428, but now it's range. Right now it's range, retracing backward a little bit, and there is an engulfing candle. So simply I wait for the engulfing to break upwards, which is at 0.7478, and then look for buy chance. Otherwise, I basically stay away as per daily chart. And how about AUD CAD? I saw this was uptrending too, but now today's retracement, and this one is also engulfing candle, like inside bar. So if the market breaks the inside upwards, then we might see some new uptrend from the forward chart. But right now, today's retracement ranging. So this one is also no trends. So let's look at some other market. AUDJPY. AUDJPY was nicely uptrending in the lower time frames, but now it's flat. And today's doji candle, on the daily chart, it's doji candle and the price within the Kumo now. So until the market breaks the Kumo, the market might be volatile, spiky in the lower time frames. So this one is also a bit tricky market to be in. Yeah, so that is the AUDJPY. So let me now look at the strength chart and how each currency strengths are right now. So here is the strength chart, and each line show each currency. So for example, orange is USD, and Euro line is red, and JPY is light blue, pound is green like this. So today it looks like CAD is strong. CAD is purple, and looks like a CAD is strong. So this purple line, CAD is going up, and CAD is one of the good pairs to trade. And the weak ones are right now pound and also Swiss franc. So looks like CAD Swiss franc is uptrending right now in terms of this strength chart. So let me check the CAD Swiss franc. So in this way, we can have a clue of which market is strong or weak in terms of trend. And right now, CAD and Swiss franc are separated all the way up and down. So this one is the most volatile market as of now. So let's take a look at the CAD Swiss franc, which is, I have it here. Okay, CAD Swiss franc daily chart is also in the Kumo now, but we had for the last 3 days has been uptrend. So we might see uptrend in the lower time frames. So let me look at the forward chart. Okay, in the forward chart, this is uptrend, CAD Swiss franc. So I think this one is one of the good pairs to look at. So let me turn it to orange. And you can see that the Senko span B is up, A is up, and Kijun Sen is up right now because of this breakout. So it looks like this is one of the nice pair to trade. And let me see, but just make sure that there is no previous resistance level nearby. So let me squeeze the chart, and it looks like there is no resistance levels here. The previous resistance was all the way up here at this 0.7384, and it looks like we have enough room to trade all the way up there. So I think CAD Swiss franc is one of the good ones to trade. But let me switch back to the daily chart and see if these resistance lines are in the daily chart. So here is the daily chart and the previous resistance level at here, 0.7384. And okay, so when the market reaches all the way up to there, that will be Kumo breakout, and Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen, gold cross already happens, and Chikou span breakout is already happening. So the last thing that we have to wait for is the Kumo breakout. So looks like in this case, we can already look for the buy chance in the forward chart, or wait until the market breaks this Senko span B level of the daily chart, which is at, let me use this line. The Senko span B on the daily chart is at 0.7328. So once we see the Kumo breakout, then the trend might be accelerated and it might go up stably and continuously. So with that in mind, I also come back to the forward chart once again. So this level up here, 0.7328, is the daily Senko span B. So it's either you look for the buy chance right now or wait until the market breaks that level and look for the buy chance. It's your choice, but I would wait until the market breaks the Senko span B of the daily chart because it's very close, And today, of course, it's Labor Day in the US, so the volatility might be a bit less. And considering that, I would wait for the breakout, which might happen tomorrow, and look for the buy chance on this one. So that will be my trading plan for this pair. So always look at the daily chart, Kumo and Kijun-sen and Tenkan-sen Chikou span. And also, if you look at the lower time frames, always keep in mind how daily chart is behaving, which is the key in this case. So yeah, I think but this is nicely uptrending. The market broke the previous resistance levels, and also this is stable uptrend on this consecutive bullish N waves. So the market might retrace back to the Tenkan-sen, but once the market retraces back to the Tenkan-sen, it might bounce and continue to go up in this direction. And you can also draw the trend line. You can also draw the trend line here on this on these supports, and once you see the market hit the trend line, you can come back to the chart and expect the bounce towards upside. That will be also the scenario in this case. So yeah, but you know, this is, I think, where we have to be patient. Patience is a key, as Kale says in the first beginning of the chat. Yeah, patience is a key. Like you can be patient. You can be patient just to take trades, maybe once or twice, maybe per day. That will also be patient as a scalper. But if you are a day-to swing trader, you can also be patient to take trades only maybe once or twice per week. Because as you decrease the number of the trades, then you be more precise. So it's either you take more trades and active in the market and do wins and losses, versus you take only 1 or 2 trades or 3 trades per week, but you wait for the chance to come and enter the trades. So I think it depends on the personality, but I am the type of person who wants to wait. Sometimes I forget about the markets when I do something else and simply come back to the charts, and if I see some opportunities, and take it. Otherwise, I don't take it and stay away. But before I become a full-time trader, I thought I will have you know, trade chances every day, because when I was working full-time outside, I wasn't able to monitor charts the full day. It was impossible. So within the day, I only had like 2 hours or 3 hours at night time in Japan, and I was screening charts and taking trades within these 3 hours. And I was thinking to possibly take as many trades as possible within these three hours, because the time was limited for myself as a full-time worker at that time. So that was my mindset. But after I became a full-time trader, I have a time to screen charts 24 hours per day, but it doesn't mean that I always looking for the trade chance every hour or every minute, which is impossible. So now I'm relaxed, and I take only maybe a few trades per week recently, but still gaining some returns every month. But yeah, coming back to the topic about the patience, yes, patience is the key, especially when the market is slow. Patience is key, because if you take trades when there's no trend, then you might be, first of all, it's not time efficient because the market doesn't really go towards the direction. And also, even if the market goes that direction, you might not gonna be able to set the break-even line because the market doesn't go enough towards the direction. So I think, yeah, this is about the personality or the characteristic about as a trader. But I think if you be more calm and more patient, then in my experience, the success rate will increase more. Okay, so yeah, let me get back to some comments. I do see many comments now. So once again, thank you for joining, everyone. Great to see you here in this live stream. So yeah, let's see. All right, let's see. Let me pick up some comments related to the talk of Forex or markets, basically. Okay, Milos says, Mr. K, is it just me or do Swiss franc pairs seem range forever? Swiss franc pairs, when they go very quickly. Swiss franc pairs. So CAD Swiss franc, for example, is trending up right now in the forward chart. But yes, in the daily chart, looks like everything's range. Not only Swiss franc pairs, but also other sorts of pairs are range now by Ichimoku. So we can either stay away or look at the lower time frames and find opportunities. Yes, no trade and no trend and no trades. Yes, that's exactly the rule. All right, let's see. Stefan says analysis pair Euro CAD. Yeah, Euro CAD, let's see. It's range. It's pure range. There's no market movement. Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat on the daily chart, and Chikou span too close. So you don't want to spend time looking at this chart. It's not really moving. So better to do nothing on this market is a key. All right, Kishore says, hi, Kay, can you please tell me that is there some change in Discord because I can't see anything on it, like no announcements, no chat, nothing. It only shows your picture. I think something has changed. In Discord, you mean the Ichimoku member? This Discord for Ichimoku member is only available for Ichimoku members. And as I see your name, Kishore, your name is not a name member anymore. So maybe your subscription expired, so please check that. And if you still have some questions, please let me know by email. Then I can take a look at it. Yeah, if subscription ends on my Ichimoku community, then you automatically be away from the Discord. All right, Orvin says, wish I could trade more minor pairs like Swiss franc, but broker spreads too high. Yeah, broker spreads too high, so I don't recommend to do that. Yep, let's see. Hussein says, volatility creates opportunity. Many Forex pairs is very quiet, and I did short Euro dollar at 1.1899 at NFP. My target is 1.1851. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, Euro dollar, this is in the daily chart, it is more of the uptrend. So yeah, we'll see if the market retraces all the way back to Kijun Sen or not. The price is now in the Kumo, so we can't tell which way it goes. So if you're selling it already, then I would say good luck, because that will be like 50-50 chance right now. Yeah, no trend and no trace is a key. And you can easily capture the trending market, trending time frames by Ichimoku, and also my strategy. So like I mentioned before, time efficiency is a key for myself to success. Without the mindset of time efficiency, I wasn't able to get success in Forex trades. And I think same is true on whatever you do. Like time efficiency is a key because we all have 24 hours, the same hour, and we all look at the same charts, and without having some rules and strategies, it might be difficult, but also the time efficiency becomes very key. So myself, I only screen chart 3 times per day, or up to 5 times per day if I am home and doing, if I'm home and if I have time, then I will screen chart up to 5 times per day. But each screening time, I only spend 2 minutes or 3 minutes. And if I don't see any trending market at that time, then simply stay away and screen charts within maybe next 2 hours or 3 hours later. So this 2 minutes screening on these all the 21 pairs is my time efficiency. And because of this skill, I was able to identify the trending market and identify which market to focus and until when to wait. I know these ideas. But without these time efficiencies, let's say if I keep looking for a trading edge on this Euro USD, which is not trending right now, like 4-hour chart is flat, and 1's also flat, and 30 is also flat. So if I keep looking for a buy or sell chance in this range market, I couldn't be a full-time trader. I couldn't support myself for this as a major income from Forex trades. But because I start to focus on which market to trade, for example, the CAD Swiss franc is uptrending in the forward chart, so I look for the buy chance on this one. But I don't look for buy or sell chances on other markets because other ones are pretty much ranging. So I identify which one is trending in 2 minutes out of 21 pairs, and once I capture that, I look for an entry edge which also takes another maybe 5 minutes or 10 minutes, and then I just let the time go. But so after you open the chart and screen charts and until you decide buy or sell, it should be very small. The time should be very small, and this is about time efficiency. But it comes from experience and also, of course, knowledge, and also your own strategy. All right, let's see. Let's cover some of other comments. Anham says, "Hi, Mr. K. How to add toolbar indicators like yours, number 1 to 5? Oh, these ones. These ones are not the toolbars, but these ones are the templates. Simply, I put number 1 in front of the template name, number 2 in front of template name, and number 3 in front of template name. So it shows 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It looks better because if you don't put the numbers in front, then it says Ichimoku as I, and maybe this one Kumo plus Kijun-sen will be showing K, and number 3 Bollinger Band Stochastic will be showing B, and it will be a bit confusing. So that's why I put the numbers in front of each template so that it shows like number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for my templates. I think this is a nice way to organize. It looks better for myself. All right, let's see. Let me check some comments now. All right, let's see. Let me take a look at the gold. Gold daily chart is in the Kumo now, no trend and no trace. Simply, I stay away. Yeah, and in the forward chart, it's range too. Looks like a market retracing backwards to Kijun-sen or the previous high. So it may bounce from here. It may bounce. For price action, it may bounce from here, and it may continue to go up in this direction. But since Kijun-sen flat and Kumo flat, it may retrace all the way back to Kijun-sen and go up also. So in that sense, the market might retrace a bit more. So I would say that this is not a good time to buy. Okay, so yeah, like this quick eye screen charts. It only took like 2 minutes to screen daily chart and the forward chart. My decision is made very quickly on my Forex trades. Okay, so let's see. Let me pick up some comments that I think it's interesting. Let's see. Orvin says, I was watching your archive videos on time efficiency today because there are no trades. Good for my psychology. Thanks, Kay. You're welcome, Orvin. You're welcome. So yeah, time efficiency is the key. So like in this one too, gold is retracing backwards, and you can look at the 1 hour chart. Okay, it's downtrending. You might think it's downtrending. So you might think about the sell, but overall is still bullish. So maybe deciding whether you buy or sell. And if you look at the 30-minute chart, this is also a bit bearish. And you might draw Fibonacci line. For example, you might draw the Fibonacci line like this, and you may see that this is 50% level bounce. So you may expect that bounce and goes up. So you might want to buy here. And this is, I think, usually what traders do, but I don't do this. I mean, I don't spend time on doing this because it's range simply and no trade and no trace. Even if you draw Fibonacci levels and you see the bounce 50 level here, when it's ranging, as per Ichimoku, it might retrace back to 61.8%, or it might retrace all the way 100%. Still, the chance is 50-50 in this case. It might bounce 50 level and goes up, or it may retrace all the way back to the 100% level. And the chance is 50-50 in this case. And once again, because it's ranging, so simply on this 50-50 chance, no matter how long you spend in the time, you can't come up with the answer of whether to buy or sell. And that's why I say stay away in this kind of market. I think it's pretty simple mindset. If you get used to it, you'll be so relaxed in monitoring charts and looking for opportunities every day. Let's see. Milot says, Mr. K, how can I backtest effectively if I can't afford Forex Tester yet? You can backtest on the TradingView or MT5. You can backtest also. Simply use scroll charts in the past and backtest. If you can afford the Forex Tester, that's the way you can do. Or you can save money and buy Forex Tester and simply backtest. I think that will be more efficient because you can take trades in the past charts and it's worth it. You know, it's only $200 or $300 and it's pretty cheap, very cheap and very effective. I think it's a good tool to use. Vinit says, good evening, Kay, from Abu Dhabi. Hope to meet you someday in Dubai. Sure, that would be great. Let's see, Kel says, I am accumulating capital by scalping M15, earning many opportunities, but also I have to monitor the chart continuously. This is quite tiring. Now I feel sleepy when I doze. Okay. So yeah, maybe if you are tired, if you feel tired, then that might be not your style. Because it was my case. I used to scalp and I get tired, so I switched myself to become a day to swing trader. And I feel much comfortable and I have better performance than I was a scalper. Mikhail says, when higher time frame tell that we have a trend, what should we wait at the second and third time frames? Second, third means middle time frame and lower time frames. If is that what you mean, then you can look for the same direction on the lower time frames. So let's say if you see uptrend on the daily chart, then you go down to the lower time frames and look for the uptrend. Because sometimes you see uptrend on the daily chart and you see, let's say, 1 hour chart downtrend. And that's not a good timing to buy. You have to wait until 1 hour chart also turn bullish and then look for buy. Because if you see 1 hour chart to be bearish, you never know how far the market goes down. And if the market continuously go down this way, then it will affect the daily chart and daily chart will turn bearish too. So the trend should be towards the same direction in multiple time frames. Yeah, let's see. Benjamin says, Mr. K, please, why do you customize your candlesticks to be blue and white and not any other color? I think that's a good question. I color the candles blue and white because multiple reasons. One is it's easy to see. It's clear to see. Blue and white, it looks good, and that's the reason. And also, I used to use green and red, like classic green and red, but I decided not to do it because, we have bias towards the colors. So red bias is like stop or, error, or green is to go, or like go sign green. So, when you see green candles, that means you might feel go for a trace. But if you see many red candles, that means you don't want to trade. Like these small things can affect psychology, and that's why I don't color green and red on my candlesticks. So to be honest, I prefer to make everything white. So when I backtest, for example, I make all candles white because even if I color everything white, I still see whether it's a bullish or bearish candlesticks because of these chart patterns or price action. You know which direction these candles are. But I color white and blue, and this is only for the live stream purpose. But to reduce the bias towards the market, this is my color here. And Ichimoku also, I have gray Kumo. I don't color red and green Kumo. I color, this is a dark gray and light gray Kumos from the same reason. Yeah, Chikou span and the two other lines, Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen, I have to color because unless I color, you can't see it. Especially if you're watching from mobile, it's difficult to identify, and that's why I color them. But if I use myself, then I won't color them either. But still, I can recognize which lines and whether the market is bullish or bearish. So, yeah, you can try. You can try. You can try with the everything white candlesticks and see if you can trade. Actually, that was the idea when I had the loss, when I had the huge loss, huge drawdown. I decided to turn everything white because I was depressed, and also I was, I was having kind of crazy mindset at that time. So I came up with the idea of turning everything white and see if we can trade. And that helped a lot. It helped a lot to improve my own trading skills and price action skills. So let's see. Let me pick up some other comments here. Marco says, hi Kay, if the price is inside the Kumo on the daily time frame, you will not keep in consideration. If the daily chart is in the Kumo, that means, so you have to think about what it means by the market within the Kumo to answer that question. And let's see. Good example within the Kumo would be euro dollar. So if you see the price, the market is within the Kumo, that means in the lower time frames it spikes, tends to spike up and downwards because Kumo is like a storm and candlesticks are like airplane. So when you see market is within the Kumo, it's like airplanes within the storm, and so that means in the lower time frames it becomes spiky. So even if you see, for example, uptrend within the Kumo, it might turn bearish anytime soon. Or even if you see downtrend within the Kumo, it might turn bullish anytime soon. So ideal situation is to look for the trending market by the daily chart, meaning that the market is outside of the Kumo and market trends in the daily chart. And then that will be more trustable market to look for their trading opportunities. But sometimes we see these markets in the Kumo on all the markets on the daily chart like today. So if that's the case, you have to look at the lower time frames in the forward chart or 1 hour chart, or lower time frames and still look for the trending market in the same manner. So that's why I say CAD Swiss franc is uptrending, because the Kumo is up, Kijun Sen is up in the forward chart, but not in the daily chart. In the daily chart, the price is exactly in the Kumo, but in the forward chart, it is outside of the Kumo, and this is bullish in terms of Ichimoku. So in this case, we can follow the forward chart trend. We follow the forward chart trend, but we don't follow the daily chart. And what's more, because daily chart is now within the Kumo, that means in the forward chart, it might retrace backwards anytime soon. So you have to have a correct risk management. Otherwise, you can lose so easily in this CAD Swiss franc pair. But ideal situation is to see trend in multiple time frames towards the same direction. If I see that, then I will stick to that pair on that day. Okay, let's see. Let me pick up some other comments. John says, do you place trades on market or limit orders? I take trades manually. I don't use limit orders personally. Okay, let's see. Okay, once again, thank you for joining, everyone. And if you liked it, please press the like button before you leave, and that would be great. Okay. Okay, looks like views about many pairs, but looks like everything's ranging, so I think I prefer to talk about some other things. Let's see. Stefan says, what is the best pair for low risk for newbie? I think that will be major pairs. Major pairs, USD pairs or Euro pairs are good. And you can start only from one single pair. You don't want to monitor 21 pairs from the beginning. Only pick one pair that is familiar with you. So for example, myself, I was born and raised in Japan, so I screen JPY pairs first, and also I used to study in the US, and that's why I stick to USD JPY first, because I'm familiar with the economy in the US and Japan, and also I had lots of information about USD JPY in Japan in Japanese. And so for the first 1 year, when I was a newbie, I stick to only USD JPY. And after I studied about the USD JPY for 1 year, I had a good understanding of what makes the market move, what kind of news can affect the market, and then I expanded gradually to other currencies. I added Euro, so I monitored Euro USD and USD JPY and Euro JPY, and I added Pound and AUD and some other currencies, and this is my watch list right now. But always start with a very small number of currency. You can only pick one and keep monitoring for a long time, at least half a year. Monitor it as the market goes on and see how it behaves. Okay, let's see. Manish, yes, I will talk about the entry, exit, and stop losses when the market is good. But right now, it's not really good. So you can look at my past videos and enjoy my entry timings. Roger says, I did that once too. During a heavy drawdown period, I set the colors all green just to make me smile. Okay, that's good. Just to make you smile. All colors green. Okay. You can try white. White is very good. Let's see. Okay, thank you for joining, everyone. Great to see you on this Monday quiet market day. All right, let's see. Sugarbart says, Mr. K, which time session you prefer to trade? I would trade the pound London session. Before London session starts, I screen charts, and during the London session and before the New York session, I screen charts too. I think London sessions are very active recently, so I screen on these timings. Anne says, hello Mr. K, have you got a trigger to bring the stop loss to entry price as pullback and going up again, or a time lapse, say after 3-4 hours market session? Stop loss to entry price. I have multiple rules in terms of when exactly to set stop loss break even, and one is if I see N wave towards the trend direction, and then I set the break even line. I think that will be the safest and easiest way to do. So if you see the N wave bullish after you buy the position, then you set the break even. Because when you see N wave, that means the market is going up, but unless you see N wave, it might be double top and it may reverse. So you want to make sure the market goes towards the direction, and that will be waiting for the N wave to happen after you take a buy. Otherwise, it may retrace back to the position, or it may retrace all the way back to the stop loss. All right, yes, you're welcome everyone. You're welcome on this live stream answers. Okay, let's see. Yeah, looks like markets are a bit active now. Indices are active too. US index active. Right now, I was looking at the S&P. In the daily chart, this is stably bullish, above that Tenkan-sen. No doubt this is bullish. And also, Nasdaq is also renewing higher now. So this one is also bullish continuously. Until the market retraces all the way back to Kijun-sen, this is bullish. So yeah, if you're buying it, then yeah, good for you, good for you. Let's see, VN30. Okay, VN30 here is its range. Daily chart is now in the Kumo now. Flat, market, P wave, no trend and no trace. So now we can expect which way it breaks. Before, I was expecting the market breaks upwards, but now it's range. So there's no trend in this one. Yeah, Nikkei is going up, right? Nikkei is going up right now. Yeah, Nikkei all the way went up, and it's almost renewing higher now. After the breakout of this descending trend line, the market is shooting all the way upwards now. I think this is due to election, but I have to find out exact reason. But the thing is that this is up. There was a gap on between Friday and Monday, and it is strongly bullish. Okay, looks like I've got many questions right now. Let's see, let me pick up some comments. Michael says, when price inside the Kumo at daily chart, if you look at the forward chart, there is an uptrend. What condition will stop us to look for a buy at forward chart? When you see forward chart flat, then you don't look at it. Yeah. When you see forward chart is flat, then you don't spend time anymore. It's screen charts. Let's see. Tran says, I have problem with taking profits. Taking profits, I do it in the lower time frames. So if I see the market reverses, then I look for an exit timing. And I confirm the reversal confirmations in lower time frames, and that's when I exit. So I exit manually. Or I let the price hit the stops and exit. So it's either one of these two. I don't set the target, but I prefer to exit manually because I want to see the reversal confirmation. Okay. Let's say Marco and Moabisi says natural gas. So let me take a look at that one. Is it interesting? Is it going up or down? Let's see. I don't check the gas, so I'm not sure. But let's see. Starting from the weekly chart, it is up. It's uptrending and looks like the market is heading towards 4.947 all-time high. And on the daily chart, it is up also. So this is up bullish, and I think we can still hold the buy positions. But if you ask me natural gas, is there any concern that it goes backwards? Because to me, this is stably bullish, and I think, yeah, that's it for my analysis. In terms of Ichimoku and price action, it's uptrend. If you have any like reversal confirmations here, please let me know. Because I do see this is still bullish, and I don't find other reasons that it goes backwards. Movie Hero says, hi Kay, I try backtesting and I see when trend is occur, it seems too short, especially in 1 hour time frames. Yes, in 1 hour time frame, the trend lasts very short, so that will be intraday. The market, most likely, the market ends the trend within the day in the 1 hour chart. So that will be an intraday strategy. Okay, let's see. All right. Yeah, you're welcome everyone. You're welcome here. Natural gas and oil. Okay, looks like some traders here are also interested in oil. So let me check. Were there any movements here? So here's WTI, crude oil, and this is flat. I don't see any significance to this on the daily chart. Kumo flat, Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen is flat basically, and Chikou span also too close, and today's doji candle, and we don't know which way it's going. So simply, I can't really talk anything about it. It's 50-50, so my advice is to stay away. Okay, Milos, yes, you can send any questions by email. I think that will be better because, yeah, with the screenshot of the charts, that will be more understandable, and I can reply by email for the answers. Yeah, or maybe I can introduce the question on the YouTube public, and we can discuss together about your screenshot analysis. That's fine too. Stefan says, Kay, what do you think about the too many Forex scammers out there? Scammers are there, and I think it's like yin and yang, like a light and dark side, two sides always in a universe. So I think we have scammers, we have scammer Forex, we have scammers on any markets, any businesses. There are scammers. So I think scammers are there, and it's inevitable. So you have to train yourself to avoid scammers. Unless you can identify whether it's a scammer or not, you can't do good on your business. That's the rule. That's a basic rule. So, in terms of scammers, just watch out. I think there are a couple of scammers of mine. I see some YouTubers' names is ForexK, or Twitter account says ForexK. I start to see these scammers now. So just be careful. You can look at the profile or the links, or you can look at how they tweet, how they, I don't think they upload videos, but how they do on their accounts. Look deeply on these scammers' accounts, and then you know it's real or fake. But without doing that, it might be difficult to identify. So Garat says, Mr. K, how long did it take for you to become a full-time trader? It took me 3 years. Yeah. So it was a long journey, actually. You can see my milestones on my profile page. You can click on the below description and please come to the profile page and you can see everything about myself. Yeah, let's see. Okay, so I will be ending the live stream in about 10 minutes since this is now around 1 hour session. Learning stuff, sure. I can talk about a more deeper level of time cycle. I was going to talk about time cycle today, but looks like I got many other questions and I wasn't able to touch on that. So maybe in future live streams or videos, I will talk about time cycles. And also, you can look back my past lives and videos where I talk about them. Okay, let's see. Can confirm Ichimoku also works in stock markets? Yes. Ichimoku was originally created by stock market and index, so it should work on these markets. Yeah, and Goichi Hosoda never talk about Ichimoku based on Forex, but as a full-time trader myself, it works in Forex also. What is your exit signal? I think I will talk about the exit timing sometime later. Because if I talk about it, then I have to go another 20 minutes or so. So for now, I just say when the market retraces backwards, I look for the reversal confirmation and exit in the lower time frames. That is my exit strategy. And simply that's because no one can control the market, so I just go with the flow. As long as flow is still there, I still follow it. But if the flow goes against me, then simply I exit. It's my exit mindset. Mikhail says, just curious, the high horizontal line and the pattern trend line in the chart is manually drawn or you use TradingView tools? Yeah, this blue line is from the TradingView. You can find that lines here, line tools here on the left side. Okay, so I guess I will be ending the live stream for now. Thank you for joining, everyone. It was a nice discussion with markets and also Ichimoku and also some other topics. It's always fun to do myself on these live streams in my YouTube channel because by doing this, I like to discuss markets. I can take trades myself, I can analyze, take trades myself, but you know, it becomes more fun to discuss markets together and exchange thoughts and ideas. And also, by doing this, perhaps you learn from my words and ideas, but at the same time, I learn too. I learn based on your questions. By answering these questions, I learn also. Sometimes I take memo after the live stream and I use it for my backtesting. So it's for both ways. But anyhow, I really appreciate your continuous support. So I will see you on the next one. So please have a great day. And I hope you're still safe and healthy. Until I see you next time, stay gold. All right, bye for now. またね. Thank you.